guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mary and I realize I love that I can hear my chicken laying an egg outside. Can you hear it? Oh my God, bless her heart. So today we are going to be working on arm strength. Yay! Yay! I got a very nice DM from a subscriber. Guys, if you have something nice to say, say it out loud in front of everybody. No, I don't care. Y'all can always DM me on Instagram. That's totally fine. And she wanted to know how she can get strong, beautiful arms without lifting weights. And I hate to break it to you, you might have to lift some weight. Little dumbbells, you know, you don't have to go crazy with it. But there are lots of things we can do without picking up extra weight and just using our body weight, using gravity, and get in and tone the arms with yoga and Pilates and some other stuff sprinkled in. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to work on our arms. And of course, spring is coming. Summer's just after spring. And we're going to want to lose the sleeves, right? Not everyone's a nut running around without sleeves year round like me. So anyway, if this sounds like something you are interested in, please share, like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your mom, because mom needs strong arms too. And as always, get into something comfortable and let's get moving. To the mat. All right, guys, get into a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like to you. It could be in heroes like me, or you can sit cross-legged if that's more comfortable. Whatever it is, find your sit bones. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm using that ujjayi breath, the same muscles you use to fog a mirror. Deep breath in, crown of the head reaches to the sky. And as you exhale, feel those shoulder blades melting down the back. So your collarbones are getting nice and wide. One more deep breath. See if you can empty all the air out. Awesome. All right, so we're centering ourselves over our sit bones. And first things first, what we're going to do is just bring the hands out, Betty Boop style, right? So the palms are facing the floor, they're not touching the floor. Now if you have very long arms, you might sit up on a bolster. I'm gonna sit like this, I think most of you probably are. You might sit up on a bolster just to make sure that your palms aren't touching the floor. And we're just gonna do some circles, nice and slow, getting into the shoulders. And we're breathing, and how I like to do this is inhaling as the shoulders come forward and up, and exhaling as we drop them down and back. Inhale and exhale. And on that exhale, I want you to squeeze like you're pinching that pencil, that invisible pencil, between your shoulder blades. And you're already getting really strong in the arms just because you are really straight. You're going to feel your tricep muscles working here. Awesome. And now we're going to reverse. Same thing. Inhale. Exhale. Pull that belly in when you exhale. One more. And exhale. Awesome. All right, we're going to walk the fingers out straight and strong, straight out from the sides. Okay, not behind you, not in front, right out from the sides of your hips. Taking a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to flatten the left hand, stretch that right arm up and over, and take a little side bend. Really gently. And so at first, it's going to be all about the obliques and, of course, that hip staying planted. You're going to feel a stretch through your hips and that lower part. But now we're going to take some circles. Make sure you've got some space behind you. And I call this helicopter blade. So you're just trying to see if you can get that arm nice and flat like a helicopter. Nice and slow. And of course you're breathing. Whenever I'm doing a circular something like this, I like to cut the circle in half with the breath. So inhaling on one part, exhaling on the other. Good, and reverse. Nice and slow. Now the big stretch is going to be when you're opening up that underarm. I hate the word armpit. That is the grossest, right? I'm taking a poll in my classes. If we renamed the armpit, what would we call it? The Brad Pitt? I'm sorry. Good, and gently coming up, nice and slow. Arms are out to the sides, and take the opposite side, stretching up and over. And first things first, we're just going to get into that gentle stretch, making sure that that left sit bone is planted firmly into the floor. You're reaching out through your wrist and making sure that that arm is actually over your ear and not out in front of you, that it's nice and open. And now we're going to straighten the arm and start taking the helicopters. Remember to cut that circle in halves. Looking up if it's comfortable. Your drishti actually should be up at the sky, but if it's hurting your neck, go ahead and look straight ahead or even down is totally fine. You're getting all the benefit, no sweat. So really flatten out that arm, ooh, out, ooh, ah, ah. And reverse. All right, so stretch your Brad Pitt. I'm gonna try to make it happen, like fetch. Good. Couple more. Breathe. Awesome. And coming up nice and slow. Okay, guys, so now we're going to draw the shoulder blades back and down and press those arms out to the sides firmly. You're going to feel, once again, you're squeezing that little pencil behind your shoulders. And we're going to do some circles with the arms. Now, the palms are super flat. You're going to feel a little bit of a stretch right here in the base of the palm. That's really good, actually, for your wrists. And it's kind of like wax on, wax off, but out to the sides. Little circles, no big deal. Now, for those of you that are already on the struggle bus, and you're out there, and I see you. I don't actually see you. I feel you. At any point, if you need to take a break during our work, stop, take a breath, and come back. Do it. There's no shame in that game. I promise you'll come back stronger. I'd much rather see my students taking those little breaks than white knuckling their way through any of the work we do together and never come again, right? And reverse. All right, we should start feeling a little bit of burning in the arms, around the deltoid region. So some of you know I've lost, in the last 6 years, 110 pounds. It has left me with a little excess skin, which is fine, but you know, the flying squirrel is real. So if you're seeing my flying squirrel, oh well, it is my freak flag, I'm letting it fly. And if I read about it in the comments, blocked, how rude. Good, and we're going to stop here. Rotate inward so that the palms are facing the sky, and we're going to reach from side to side. I know we've done this before together in some of my videos. What you want to do here, it's not so much a side bend like we just did, it's a lift and a reach. It's getting a little more into that hip, a little more aggressively, but it's also having that burning sensation in your arms. Good. Keeping them up. That's the work here, guys. Keep them up. Last one, really reach. Good. And we're going to keep them up. If you need a break, take your break and join me in cactus. All right, guys, so from here, we're just going to take some gentle swish, swish, swish to the side. Did this in the first time I ever took a Kundalini class. If you get a little car sick or a little seasick, close your eyes. And you just want to keep those elbows in line with your shoulders as best you can. I know when we get a little tired, they get a little low. See if you can keep it up. Once again, if you need to kind of draw those shoulder blades, kind of squeeze them back together for good form. And you're just kind of rotating on your axis, like a washing machine, the inside of the washing machine. Good. And tapping the brake nice and slow. Last bit of business, we're going to bring the arms up. Let those wrists totally relax, the hands nice and soft. Take a break if you need it. Come back and join me. And we're just going to whap, 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 whap. That's not really a word, is it? I bet it is. But you're just going to kind of shake. It's almost like an old school mop with the head is made of yarn. That's your hand. And you're just kind of waving it around. I'm going to show you from the side what it looks like. So the hands are right over the shoulders. Once again, don't worry about your flying squirrel. I'm the only one anyone can see right now. Breathe. And if I'm not worried, you shouldn't be worried either. Good. And last little bit. We're going to inhale, open those arms up wide, slight back bend. I want you to lift your heart and feel that energy moving from your hands down into your arms, into the heart and back. There's a little circuit going back and forth. Breathe. And arms together, overhead, and exhale. Yay! Our arms are down now. Hallelujah. All right, for the next section, we're going to move into some plank work. And of course, any good plank is only as strong as the tabletop that preceded it, or at least that's my theory. So what I want you to do is spread out those fingers, make sure they're directly below your shoulders. You're going to get a nice long neck. Of course, I'm wearing a big shirt. I know I don't wear form-fitting clothes, so you can't sometimes see what the heck is going on. So I'm going to do a poor man's tuck in there. And so you're pulling that belly in and elongating your spine. Good. And now we're going to step out into plank. So in our plank pose, some things we want to think about. Obviously, your arms are nice and straight, but they're not, the elbows are not locked up. I want just a little bit of give, a little bit of play. And I also want to inwardly rotate those elbows so that the creases of the elbows are pointing directly in front of you. The legs are nice and straight. You're not doing an invert and down dog. You're really staying in a plank. Nice straight legs. Drawing that line from the ankle through the knee, through the hip, all the way to the shoulder. Good. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, you can knees, chest, chin your way down, or take it slow. Either way, the elbows are going to skim your ribs. And I want you to press yourself, roll the shoulders back, and press yourself into a cobra pose. Cobra is a great toning bit of business here for your biceps. And we're going to do cobra push-ups. Very simple. Relax the belly to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, peel, look up, and inhale down, exhale. So you're pressing the mat away, inhale down, exhale. Use your tricep muscles, they're really kicking in now. Inhale down, exhale, push and peel the heart away. 2 more. Inhale down and exhale. Let's press that mat away. Last one. Keep your neck long. Don't become a turtleneck. You know what I'm talking about. When our arms get tired. Good. And now we're going to stay in this gorgeous, if I do say so myself, cobra pose. Deep breath in. Elbows are slightly bent. Those hands are firm on the mat. Inhale deeply. And exhale, we're going to press the sit bones back into a child's pose. And we're gonna do child's pose with arm stretch, okay? Really simple. You're just gonna press your elbows into the mat, push the forearms and the hands into the mat, drop your little Eddie Munster and push, or I should say, pull that mat in towards your knees. It's almost like you're dragging the mat towards your knees, and breathe deeply. If you need to open your knees for better air, please do. Sometimes you just need it. So it's an active stretch here in your Balasana. Beautiful. Coming back up into your tabletop. Well done. All right, so from here, we're going to curl the toes. Inhale. Exhale into down dog. So in your down dog, once again, we're rotating those arms inward. And what that does is automatically kind of stretches those shoulder blades as you press the mat away. Pull that belly in on the exhales. Let's shake the head yes, no, maybe so, looking at your knees. All right, guys, so we're going to do a series where we go from down dog to plank, back to down dog, okay? So down dog, inhale, exhale, plank. Inhale, exhale, dog. Inhale, exhale, plank. Really draw the shoulder blades down. Exhale, dog. Give your toes a wiggle. Inhale, exhale, plank. Inhale, exhale, dog. Inhale, exhale, plank. We're going to stay here in plank for 3 deep breaths. Good. And now we're going to release ourselves down to Chaturanga Dandasana, lower plank. Good. And relax the feet, relax the toes, bring the hands to either side of your chest. Now I want you to draw those hands back, find that invisible basketball, and I want you to push that basketball by pulling the chest off the mat. It's okay if your boobies aren't coming up off the mat, just as long as your heart is. And you're squeezing that ball and pressing it towards your heels. Breathe. So this is great for your back, but it's incredible for your arms. Breathe. Hold it. Look forward if you can. Breathe. Squeeze. And relax that left cheek to the mat. Breathe. Feel your heartbeat. Should have kicked up a little bit here. Just a little bit. Good. Get your breath. Relax, relax. Breathe against the floor so your back has to stretch to make that breath happen. Good. All right, round 2. So it's basically the same as the first. We're just going to add the bonus round of lifting the legs. So we're in locust variation. When you lift your legs, I want you to really think about using your glutes rather than your feet, because this business can start to happen. We want a nice straight leg. The toes can be pointed or in neutral. And now we're going to reach back. And we're going to do little push-ups. So it's an exhale. Using your diaphragm to push you up. And squeeze that ball. Almost there. Last one, hold and freeze, breathe. And relax. This time the right cheek to the mat, breathe. Good job. Well done. All right. Hands on either side of the chest. If you need to wiggle your knees in closer together because they started to spread out, that's okay. And all I want you to do is press yourself back into a cobra. So you're pressing the mat away, elbows are in, almost like you're tucking those elbows in your back pockets. And press Once again, lift that heart, lift that chin, draw the shoulder blades down. Use your arms. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to press back into that glorious child's pose. Once again, with the arm stretch and the shoulder stretch variation, with the hands planted, forearms planted, elbows really dug in. Inhale. And exhale, you're going to pull that mat towards your knees, drop your head and breathe. One more deep breath. Well done. Coming up into your tabletop. And that's pretty much practice today. Really simple. What I love about doing this kind of work is that it's relatively quick. If you want to go on and lift weights afterwards, you're more than welcome to go and do that. Good for you. But you will have already snuck in what, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, a lot of really good strengthening arm exercises. And you know, we do so much. Anyone who's ever broken an arm or even a finger, you do so much with your arms. I talk with my arms, so we use them all the time. So anyway, take good care of them, get beautiful, strong arms, and as always, I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. Please drink a lot of water, take good care, try to get some sleep, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye.